in this box, I have something that will allow you to dive into the depths of your mind and cope with the stresses of everyday life. And it could be yours for free! That's right. Can you guess what it is? If you've seen the title and thumbnail, you probably already know. That's right, a journal. Not just any journal, it's a journal that I designed. Oh, I don't print these myself, I just design them and sell them. And let's see, I ordered a couple copies as like a test. So let's see how they turned out, and stick around to the end to find out about the giveaway that I'll be hosting, in which you can win one of these beautiful Mermaid journals. Now let's look. I hope it turned out good. Oh no. Well, the journal looks great. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it was going to be like that. I don't want to give someone a journal that says not for resale. I am disappointed! So I might have to pivot. I mean, it looks good. Like, look at it. It's pretty. It says daily journal. Inside, we've got some lovely little seashells and things of that nature. So anyway, I didn't know it was going to come like that when I ordered the proofs. But don't worry, I still want to do a giveaway. I'll just have to pay the actual price and have it shipped to whomever is the winner. But anyway, this video isn't supposed to be a review of my journal. It's supposed to be something to help you get into your journaling habit. I'm going to tell you the benefits of journaling, some ways you can use a journal, and I'm going to give you some writing prompts. Starting with the benefits, journaling is a good way to expand your mind, dive into your inner consciousness, get in touch with yourself and your feelings. It helps you cope with problems. It helps you find solutions. You know, sometimes when you're just writing out all your feelings, you might be brainstorming ways to solve your problems or find solutions. It's good to self-reflect because, you know, we all want to be a good person, and no one's perfect. We can all use a little self-reflection and a little noticing what we're doing wrong and then thinking about how we want to do better. It's very important to be self-aware, and you know, we don't want to be hard on ourselves, but we also need to be aware of our faults so we can try to be the best human we can, because we all have to live on this planet together. We want to get along. We want to be the best versions of ourselves that we can. It starts from within. Just like the Michael Jackson song, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. That was a little off-key. If you noticed my voice is a little funny, that's because I've been kind of sick the past couple of days. And no, it's my weekend off from work. I only get a weekend off every other weekend, and of course I'm sick. But I still managed to film this video because my package came today, and I wanted to unbox it. And this isn't the first video I did where I unboxed these. This one's slightly different. I did update the journal a little bit. So back to the benefits. It is a good way to relieve stress. It's very cathartic. You know, have you ever just vented to a friend? Or I guess the modern day thing is venting to ChatGPT. Well, this is like that, only instead of AI talking to you, it's almost like you're having a conversation with yourself, with your mind, you know? It's like yourself is listening to yourself. The journal is good for a lot of things, you know? For dealing with stress and for planning our lives, for writing down our hopes and dreams and recording our motivations. And there's journals for all kinds of things. Like some people get a baby journal where they document like, oh, little Jimmy said dad for the first time, or he has gained 2 pounds since I gave birth to him, or little Jimmy has been constipated for 3 days. Oh no. You know, stuff like that. Hopefully little Jimmy's not actually constipated, because that's not good. But yeah, there's just a lot of benefits to journaling. This is scientifically proven. There's a lot of ways you could use a journal. You could just use it for stream of consciousness writing, which is basically where you just empty out your brain. You just spill out all the contents of your mind onto the page. It's messy, it's disorganized, but it feels good to get it out of your brain and onto the page. Sometimes when you can't stop thinking about things, it helps to write about it, because, you know, kind of get that out of your system. Then there's also, you can use a journal to make to-do lists, which I use journals to do all the things. I have to-do lists, I have gratitude lists, which is another good thing for, you know, mindfulness and positivity. You can use it for school to take notes, or if you have a meeting at work and you need to write out everything about the meeting. There's just so many ways. Another thing you can do is if you're, working on a business or something, so you can write out your plans, brainstorm ideas, write your business plan. It's just so useful. And I know now we have computers to do almost all the things you can do with a journal, but I love journals. I love the feel of the paper, and I love writing. Also, you get a wrist exercise. That's good for you, right? I mean, there's something about the feeling of writing with a good pen on paper that just satisfying to me. I love journaling, and I do it literally every day. I kid you not. Since I was probably 6 years, since I first learned how to write, I have been journaling. And in my house, I probably have hundreds of journals, and honestly, it's overwhelming. It's what do I do with these journals when I die? I don't want everyone to read them, which is, I guess, one of the bad things about journaling is now you have documentation of your every life move and every thought. And yeah, some people could read them. You do want to try to be careful, don't leave it out in the open if you know someone might be nosy. Or they even have journals that come with lock and key, so you could get one of those. Let's get into the journal prompts. Sit down with your journal, get some tea or coffee or something, have your best, most smooth, glidiest pen, light a candle, play some music, and just let your imagination and your mind take the wheel. So here's the journal prompts. These are good for mindfulness and, helping you stay motivated and accomplish your dreams and plan out your life and stuff like that, So first, this is one to write in the morning. What do I want today to look like? That's a good prompt to, try to plan out your day and try to get into a positive mindset. Start the day with good intentions. Next is, what is one way I am proud of myself? Or more than one way. It's good to acknowledge your accomplishments and your strengths, because we can all use a little confidence. It's good for building self-esteem if we write about that. And on the flip side of that is, how can I be a better person? This is good because, self-awareness is important. We want to be a light in the world and not bring darkness and sadness, We want to make the world a better place. At least I hope you all do. The next one is, what matters most to me? Think about what matters most to you and try to center your life around those things. Plan out how you can have more of that in your life. And then another one for the end of the day is, what went wrong today and what went right? So we can talk about mistakes we made, but then we can talk about good things that happened. It's always good to think about the good things. And another one for emotional regulation is, how do I feel right now? There you have it. Benefits, writing prompts, uses of journaling. Now let's talk about that giveaway. So I already mentioned, I'm not going to give away one of these copies because of the ugly bar. Stupid Amazon, I didn't know they were going to do that. But I do still want to give away a journal. So if you want to win this Mermaid journal, here's what you got to do. You need to be a subscriber. So go hit that subscribe button, and then go over to my Instagram page, give me a follow. That is at The Real Mermaid Live. Right here I will put. And down in the comments below, just share a little story about, why you want this journal, why you could benefit from journaling, or if you're already into journaling, share about how it has helped you. And I will choose someone whose response I like the most. I will announce the winner on March 1st. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about journaling and how it can help you and your mental health. I am excited that, since I can't give these away, well, 2 new journals for me. Hello. Well, I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you all have a magical day. Bye-bye.